Fake HOA officer tried to arrest me. I'm the real National Guard captain. I've led supply convoys through Afghan mountain passes and organized post-hurricane relief drops in Louisiana. But somehow, none of that prepared me for getting threatened with arrest in my own driveway by a woman wearing khakis, a laminated badge, and a walkie-talkie set to no one. My name's Chris Molina, Captain, North Carolina National Guard. Been serving 15 years. Last month, after being stateside for almost a year, I finally moved into the house I bought near Fayetteville, a brick ranch with a decent yard, quiet neighbors, and a garage I could turn into a mini-home gym. I chose this neighborhood because it wasn't under HOA control. That was the whole point. Freedom to put up a flag, wash my truck, or throw a cookout without needing written approval from someone with a clipboard and a complex. Apparently, that freedom threatened someone. I'd barely been there 2 weeks when it started. At first, it was passive, anonymous notes in my mailbox, trash cans visible from street violate community standards, unregistered vehicle and driveway. It was a military Humvee I was prepping for donation to a veterans org. Then came the knocks, specifically her knock. 2 short raps, one long like she was giving herself a rhythm to stay angry. She called herself Officer Raylene Barrett, claimed to be part of the HOA Civil Compliance Patrol. She wore tactical boots, carried zip ties, and had a fake badge clipped to her windbreaker that said, Citizens Authority Unit. She didn't say hello, just launched straight into it. You are hereby in violation of Community Code 7B, unauthorized vehicle presence, immediate removal required. I just blinked. I'm sorry. What law are you quoting? Her eyes narrowed. It's internal code. Under revised HOA enforcement procedures. There is no HOA, I said when pointing to my deed. This whole block opted out 2 years ago. That's why I bought here. She waved me off like I was a child. That's not how it works. Authority doesn't dissolve it. Transitions, I'll admit. I laughed. But when she reached for my truck door, my Humvee, I stopped her. Ma'am, don't touch federal equipment. That's when she called for backup, into a walkie-talkie. No one responded. Not surprising it wasn't connected to anything. She marched off, but not before snapping pictures of my plate and muttering something about escalation protocols. That night, I filed a report with the county, just in case the sheriff's office knew her. Raylene Barrett. Oh yeah, she's been warned twice. Thinks she's a one-woman task force. Turns out, she used to be on an HOA board before it dissolved for corruption, misuse of funds, power hoarding. Since then, she's gone rogue, made her own rules, threatened people, even tried to issue fines through a fake online portal she built on Wix. I let it slide. I was busy with a logistics conference in D.C., then a training cycle upstate. Figured she'd get bored. I was wrong. I came home one Friday, dust in my boots, brain fried from back-to-back simulations. I just wanted to unload gear and relax. Instead, I found my driveway taped off with caution tape, the fake kind from Party City, and a red cease operations sign taped to my front door. And there she was, standing in my yard with 2 other wannabe enforcers, a middle-aged man with a body cam and a teen with a clipboard. We are detaining you under citizens enforcement for code violation, she said. I froze. You're what she held up the zip ties. Turn around. I stepped forward, slow and calm. Ma'am, I'm going to give you 5 seconds to put those down before this turns into a felony. She smirked. You don't get to make demands, Mr. Molina. I reached into my bag and pulled out my military ID and federal clearance card. Actually, I do. I'm Captain Christopher Molina, National Guard. You're attempting to detain a federal officer on his own property. Her face changed. The smugness cracked. The teenager looked terrified. I didn't yell, didn't move, just held eye contact. Now take that badge off and step back. She didn't. She lunged. I sidestepped her. She tripped over my rucksack and landed hard on the concrete. Her clipboard went flying. That's when my neighbor, a retired MP named Carla, stepped outside with her phone. Already called the sheriff. Carla said, filming everything. And Channel 5. Raylene scrambled up, trying to reassert control, but the moment was gone. My neighbors started emerging quiet at first, then angry, because this wasn't just about me. Turns out she'd fined the widow on the corner for a weed violation, threatened to tow a disabled vet's van, accused a black family of unauthorized gatherings when their nieces played chalk games in the driveway. She had a pattern, and now it was public. When the sheriff showed up, I handed over my documentation, explained everything. They arrested her, real cuffs, real charges. She screamed all the way to the cruiser about being the only thing holding this neighborhood together. They charged her with impersonating a law enforcement officer, trespassing, and attempted unlawful detention. And for good measure, destruction of private property, my rucksack had several items damaged, including a service medal she stepped on. News spread fast. The video Carla posted got 400,000 views in 2 days. Hashtags trended: Niger fake HOA, Shaq's Karen V's captain, Shaq's suburb justice. People came forward, emails, texts, even old finds she forged on fake HOA letterhead. She had run a one-woman reign of terror for nearly a year. Her employer fired her. Her husband filed for separation. The county issued a cease and desist, barring her from representing any civic group ever again. We had a block gathering not long after. Someone brought cupcakes that said, "No fake cops." We laughed. We talked. For once, no one looked over their shoulder. I stood up at the end and said something I hadn't planned to say. Freedom isn't just about the flag or the uniform. It's about standing up when people try to control others through fear. You don't need a rank to be brave. You just need to say, "Enough." People clapped. Some cried. We started a real community board after that. Volunteer-based, transparent. No fines, no fake rules. Just neighbors looking out for neighbors. The best part, we printed a sign for the entrance of the neighborhood. It says, "This is a Karen-free zone. We protect our own. Call to action." Have you or someone you know been bullied by a fake authority figure? Where's the line between community standards and personal freedom? Tell us your story in the comments, and let's stand together against fake power and real intimidation. Because real authority doesn't come from a badge. It comes from integrity.